Today, let us explain the meaning of change in supply and change in quantity supplied. We'll also explain price elasticity of supply and its various degrees. Let us see the chart. Changes in supply. It is of two types: change in quantity supplied and change in supply. Change in quantity supplied results movement along the supply curve, whereas change in supply results in shift of supply curve, and there is a formation of new supply curve. Change in quantity supplied is of two types: extension in supply and contraction in supply. Extension in supply is also known as increase in quantity supplied, and contraction in supply is known as decrease in quantity supplied. Similarly, movement along the supply curve is of two types: rightward or outward movement along the supply curve and leftward or inward movement along the supply curve. This leftward movement results in contraction in supply, and rightward movement causes extension in supply. Change in supply is of two types: increase in supply and decrease in supply. And shift of supply curve is of two types: rightward or downward shift of supply curve, leftward or upward shift of supply curve. What is change in quantity supplied? When more or less of a commodity is supplied due to increase or decrease in its own price, being other things remaining constant, is called change in quantity supplied. It is just the definition of the law of supply. There is more quantity supplied when price rises and less quantity supplied when price falls, being other things remaining constant. This is change in quantity supplied. So the main cause of change in quantity supplied is change in its own price. What effect? What will be the effect in the supply curve when there is change in quantity supplied? The supply curve moves along the same supply curve towards right or left, towards right A to B or towards left A to C. Change in quantity supplied is of two types: extension in supply or increase in quantity supplied, that results in rightward movement of supply curve, and contraction in supply or decrease in quantity supplied results in leftward movement of supply curve. So we find in case of change in quantity supply curve moves along the same supply curve. And see, when the price rises, the supply curve moves from point A to B, showing increase in quantity supplied this much. And when price decreases, then supply curve moves from point A to point C, showing decrease in quantity supplied this much. This is called change in quantity supplied. Change in supply. When more or less of a commodity is supplied due to change in other determinants of supply other than its own price. That means the price constant. When there is change in supply due to change in other determinants of supply other than its price, it is called change in supply. In this case, the supply curve shifts towards right or left, and there is a formation of new supply curve. This diagram clearly shows, suppose this is the original supply curve, and now due to decrease in the factor cost, supply increases. So the result at the given price, the supplier will increase the supply, results in rightward shift of the supply curve, and there is a formation of new supply curve from SS to H1 S1. Similarly, if the factor cost increases, the supplier will reduce the supply, and that will result in leftward or inward shift of the supply curve from SS to S0 S0, showing decrease in supply from OX2 to OX1. So it causes due to change in other determinants of supply. change in price of factors of production, change in technology, change in number of farms, change in the goal of producers, etc. Maybe the government policy, change in the government policy. These will result in shift of supply curve. Shift of supply curve. Let us see the table which shows there is a shift of supply curve. Price is constant, so price constant. Now let us assume the original supply when the factor cost is 8 rupees per unit. The original supply is 10 units when the price is rupees 10. Now the factor cost increased from 8 to 10. Then at a given price, supply reduced the supply from 10 to 5 units. And that will result in leftward shift of supply curve. Again, when the factor cost decreases from 8 to 5 rupees per unit, then at the same price, the supplier increases the supply from 10 units to 15 units, resulting in rightward shift of the supply curve from SS to S1, showing increase in supply from 10 to 15. That is X2 is 10 and X3 is 15. So OX2 to OX3, that is 10 to 15 units. The similar way we can differentiate the increase in supply and extension in supply, or increase in supply and increase in quantity supply. Increase in supply, it is the part of change in supply. So when more of a commodity is supplied due to change in other determinants of supply other than its own price is called increase in supply. Similarly, decrease in supply will be when less of a commodity is supplied due to change in other determinants of supply other than its own price. Just we need to change, in place of more we'll write less. Cause change in other determinants other than price, such as decrease in price of substitute goods, that causes increase in supply. Now if it is decrease in supply, then change in other determinants other than price, increase, it will be increase in price of substitute good causes decrease in supply. Supply schedule 5.5, because there is price is given, so the substitute good price decreases from 10 to 5, results in increase in the commodity in hand, that is X good, from 10 units to 20 units. If the same is for the decrease in supply, then you will just reverse, will write 5 to 10. This will be 5, this will be 10, then it will be 20, 10 or 10, 5. In this case, it is rightward shift. Increase in supply results in rightward shift of the supply curve, whereas decrease in supply will cause leftward shift of supply curve. Now let us see the extension in supply. Extension in supply or increase in quantity supply. Extension in supply when more of a commodity is supplied due to increase in its own price, being other things remaining constant. Then what will be the contraction in supply? When less of a commodity is supplied due to decrease in its own price, being other things remaining constant. Only this change, more, less, and increase, it will become decrease. In cause increase in price of its own, being other things remaining constant, causes extension in supply. Then contraction in supply. Decrease in price of its own, being other things remaining constant, will cause contraction in supply. Now in this case, the price rises from 5 to 10. As a result, quantity supplied increases from 5 to 10 units. Now if it is for contraction in supply, then reverse will write. When price decreases from 10 to 5, the quantity supplied also decreases from 10 units to 5 units. The diagram, in this case, we find A to B movement. A to B movement of the supply curve shows extension in supply. That is called rightward movement along the supply curve, showing increase in quantity supplied from 5 units to 10 units. Now if it is for contraction in supply, then B to A, this way direction will be this way. Price will decrease 10 to 5 and from B to A, and the 10 units to 5 units quantity will decrease. That will become the leftward movement along the supply curve. So extension and contraction, there is movement, and increase or decrease, there is a shift. Now let us see elasticity of supply. Elasticity of supply refers to the percentage or proportionate change in supply for a commodity with respect to percentage or proportionate change in price of the given good. Just like demand elasticity of demand, price elasticity of demand and price elasticity of supply definition, there is no change in the definition. Only change is what? That is the coefficient of price elasticity of supply is positive, whereas coefficient of price elasticity of demand is negative. Now the elasticity of supply is equal to proportionate or percentage change in quantity supplied divided by percentage change in price. That is, elasticity of supply is equal to delta S by delta P into P by S, where delta S is change in supply, delta P is change in price, P is the original or initial price, and S is the original or initial supply. But the difference is what? In case of elasticity of demand, there is a negative sign because its coefficient is negative, whereas elasticity of supply coefficient is positive because they have direct relationship between price and quantity supply. Elasticity of supply is a quantitative statement, just like elasticity of demand, whereas law of supply is a qualitative statement. So this is the main difference between elasticity of supply and law of supply. One is quantitative, another one is qualitative. Another definition of the price elasticity of supply is it refers to the degree of responsiveness of quantity supplied due to change in price of the commodity, being other things remaining constant. So it measures, the price elasticity of supply measures the degree of responsiveness of quantity supplied due to percentage or proportionate change in price of the commodity. Degrees of price elasticity of supply. Similar to the demand, there are 5 degrees of price elasticity of supply. Out of 5, 3 are the practical and 2 are imaginary situations. So let us deal the first one, elastic or highly elastic supply. Elastic or highly elastic supply. A commodity is said to be highly elastic when percentage or proportionate change in quantity supplied is greater than the percentage or proportionate change in price. Means Q percent is greater than P percent, or S percent is greater than P percent. For example, 50% rise in price, so P percent is 50%, causes 100% rise in quantity supplied, so Q percent is 100. That means Q percent is greater than P percent. Now, by applying the formula price elasticity of supply in the percentage method, we get Q percent by P percent or S percent by P percent is equal to 100% by 50%, means 2, and 2 is greater than 1. Therefore, it is elastic or highly elastic. We can construct a supply schedule showing highly elastic or greater than 1 or elastic. PX 10, 15. 10 to 15, what is the percentage increase? 50%. Supply 10 to 20 is 100% increase. Now, by percentage method, clearly 100% by 50% is equal to 2. Now, proportionate method, if you use the proportionate method, then ES is equal to change in supply divided by change in price into original price divided by original supply. Now, change in supply is how much? 20 minus 10 is 10, and change in price is 15 minus 10 is equal to 5. So 10 by 5 into original price is 10 and original supply is 10, that is 10 by 10 is equal to 2, 2 greater than 1, elastic. In case of elastic supply curve, the elastic supply curve will be passing left to the origin if it is extended. So if we extend, suppose supply, this is the supply curve. If we extend it, it will meet left to the origin, means negative of x-axis. AS supply curve represents greater than 1 elasticity. Any supply curve passing left to the origin will be highly elastic. The supply curve, the flatter supply curve, as will the supply curve will become flatter, its elasticity will increase. So the flatter supply curve will have higher elasticity. Unitary elastic supply. or unit elastic supply. Elasticity of supply is equal to 1. A good is said to be unitary elastic supply, or the supply of a commodity is said to be unit elastic when the percentage or proportionate change in quantity supplied is equal to the percentage or proportionate change in price. That is, 100% increase in the price of a good causes 100% rise in its quantity supplied, or 50% fall in price of a commodity results in 50% fall in its quantity supplied. So the elasticity of supply is equal to Q% divided by P%. 50 by 50 is equal to 1. That is unitary elastic. Unit means 1. Now the supply schedule representing unit elastic 10 to 15. What is the percentage increase? 50%. Supply 10 to 15, again 50%. So 50% by 50%, Q% by P% is equal to 1. The proportionate method, if ES is equal to, it will be ES, EP price elasticity of supply. EPS is equal to delta S by delta P into P by S. Delta S 5, delta P 5, original P 10 and original S 10. 10 by 10 is equal to 1 unit elastic. Supply curve, the unit elastic supply curve will be passing through the origin if it is extended. Now any supply curve, if it meets the origin, then its elasticity of supply is unit means 1. So any supply curve, if it passes through the origin, making any angle leaving vertical and horizontal to the x-axis and y-axis, any supply curve making any angle passing through the origin, elasticity will be 1. Inelastic supply. The supply of a commodity is said to be inelastic, that is ES less than 1, when the percentage of proportionate change in quantity supplied is less than the percentage of proportionate change in price. 50% rise in price of a good causes 25% rise in quantity supplied. So Q% is 25% and P% is 50%. 25 by 50 is equal to 0.5, which is less than 1. Therefore, this is inelastic supply. Let us see the supply schedule. Price 10 to 15, 50% rise. Quantity supplied 20 to 25, that is 25%. 20 to 25% rise. So, and proportionate method, change in supply is 25 minus 20 is 5, and change in price is 15 minus 10 is 5, and original price is 10, original supply is 20. So the result is 0.5, which is less than 1 inelastic. One thing here, whenever we'll construct the table and we'll reduce the value, we'll subtract the higher value, lower value from the higher value, means we'll ignore the negative side. Demand, in case of demand, we make the cross. If the price is 1510, then supply demand will be the opposite way. Now the supply curve, in case of inelastic supply. Inelastic supply curve will be passing right to the origin if it is extended. So any supply curve meets right to the origin, its elasticity is less than 1. So we are getting 3 types. One, passing through the origin equal to 1, left to the origin greater than 1, and right to the origin less than 1. Now perfectly elastic supply. Elasticity of supply is equal to infinity. When the supply becomes 0 with a slight fall in the price of a commodity, a small decrease, a marginal decrease in the price of a commodity results in 0 supply. Or when the supply is infinitive at a given price, there is no change in price, the supply can be infinitive. Or when any amount of a commodity is supplied at a given price. So there is no change in price. Price remains constant and the supply can be any amount. And if there is slight marginal fall in price, supply becomes 0. So let us construct the table which will show the perfectly elastic supply. Supply schedule 10, 10, there is no change in price, but supply increases from 10 to 1000. Again another table, there is no change in the price, but supply becomes from 10 to infinity. Now if you reduce the value by applying the price elasticity of supply formula. In the first case, we'll get infinity, that 990. How it comes? 1000 minus 10 means 990, change in supply, and change in price 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. Original price is 10 and original supply is 10, the result is infinity. Anything divided by 0, result is infinity. Again, this for second case, infinity divided by 0 is infinity. Anything divided by 0 is infinity. So in case of perfectly elastic supply, the supply curve will be horizontal line parallel to x-axis. It represents that OP price supply can be this much, supply can be this much, supply can be this one, any amount. So we are getting a horizontal line parallel to x-axis, represents elasticity is equal to infinity. Perfectly inelastic supply or completely inelastic supply, elasticity is equal to 0. When there is no change in quantity supplied of a good with the change in its price increase or decrease, but supply remains same. When the price of a good increase or decrease, there is no change in the quantity supplied of the good. Say 50% fall in price of a good, quantity supplied remain unchanged. Supply schedule representing perfectly inelastic supply. The price decreases from 10 to 5, that is 50% decrease. Supply 10, 10, it remains constant. So if we apply the formula, elasticity of supply is equal to delta S by delta P, that is change in supply is equal to 10 minus 10, 0, and change in price delta P, that is 10 minus 5 is equal to 5. Original price is 10, original supply is 10. The result is 0, which is perfectly inelastic. In case of perfectly inelastic, the supply curve is vertically parallel to y-axis. That means the price increases or decreases, but the supply remains same, that is OQ. So these are the 5 degrees of price elasticity of supply. Now this is your homework, or this is try to find out. Just you have to rank the price elasticity of supply of these two diagrams given. Here 3 supply curves are given, A, B, C. You have to rank which one is the first, which one is the higher elasticity, then which one will come, after that which one come. Means if it become A greater than B greater than C, or C greater than B greater than A, like this you have to rank. Similarly, for the second diagram also you have to rank the price elasticity of supply. That's all for today. Thank you.